Hello, my beautiful Aquarius. Welcome to the Cancerian House of Tarot. I am Amy, and I'm going to be reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. This is going to be a spirit journey reading, so we will be focusing in on your spiritual path, your spiritual growth, as well as your personal growth. This reading is going to be for June 15th through June 22nd, 2025. However, if you're an Aquarius that have found yourself here outside of that timeline, please do know that Spirit intends for all of my readings to be timeless. So when you found yourself here is exactly when you are intended to hear these messages. All right, my beautiful Aquariuses, I have pulled all of your cards. I have meditated on them and have received the majority of your messages. So let's get started into your reading and see where this journey takes us. And Aquarius, starting off from the wisdom of the Oracle, we have this beautiful energy of new life coming in. Now, I want to tell you that I'm feeling a lot of optimistic energy kind of radiating from this card. So I hope that's touching each and every one of you at this moment. So when this energy comes in, it brings in with it new ideas that are inspiring you and new opportunities bringing you hope for seeing your dreams come true. This energy is of renewal and is rushing up to greet and support you at this time. Allow your heart to be filled with enthusiasm. Let your light shine, as this time is of a period of good fortune in your life. During this period, new energy enters old relationships, and new relationships are bursting with sweetness and vibrancy, only encountered when the stale gives way to freshness. This is a time to connect with others and share excitement, passion, and hearts full of joy. For some of you, it has to do with business and creative projects as well as financial matters. You have every reason to be optimistic right now as things are falling into place. New opportunities bring in the possibility of abundance in whole new entire ways. Stay curious and know that your hopes and dreams are being fulfilled. You could see new life being infused into old projects, work, and creative ideas with a kind of electricity that crackles with exciting potential. So now, Aquarius, we're going to pause there as you know, and just kind of soak in that beautiful, positive, optimistic, enthusiastic energy. And then now we're going to kind of slide and shift into the shadow side of this message. So when this comes in, and you're in the shadow of this, you're at the beginning of something and you have not yet hit your stride. This is what it's coming in to remind you, that you are at the beginning of something. Maybe for some of you, this is something new, something that you don't have experience in, and you have not yet really learned everything that you needed to learn here. And so you have not yet hit your stride. It is time to acknowledge your inexperience and are still in the learning stage, and allow yourself some grace. And I think this is a period where some of you are being really hard on yourself because you feel like you should be, more knowledgeable, and things should be happening at faster rates. That, if you just try harder, you'll speed the process up. And the opposite is this message. Allow yourself some grace. Be immersed in the newness of it all. And don't try to rush the learning process. The key is to be in the here and now. Yeah, love where you are. Love this moment. Soak it in. Take it in. Learn from it. That is how you gain experience. That's how you learn to grow. It's how you become who you want to be. So really, there is no shame in being a novice at something. So embrace that. Embrace the title. Embrace the novicity of it all, the freshness, the newness, the infancy of it. Because know that someday, in the future, you will not be in the same place. and you'll be reflecting on this moment. Oh, I love that message. That was pretty strong. All right, so I think this is going to be one of them readings where a lot of you, where this is going to all align in together. Some of the messages are separate, and some of them just kind of really flow into each other. And I feel like for Aquarius, I'm feeling that especially with this next energy. So from the Sacred Destiny Oracle, we're getting openness. This message comes in to say, be open to receiving signs. Be still. Do nothing but be open. Breathe. Relax completely and thoroughly. Nourish and protect your dreams for the future. If you are trying to make a decision, you are being guided to take your time. Watch for signs and listen to the whispers of the universe. You're also being guided to observe life as it unfolds and to be open to what the universe has in store for you, what it's showing you. Be receptive at this time to the messages from your soul, which can be communicated to you via your intuition. There is a possibility for wonders and miracles to show up at this time, especially in unexpected ways. So I do feel like these are kind of connected, this newness energy, this breath of fresh air, this breathe and enjoy. This is about being open to receiving all these blessings and miracles. And then we move into the Akashic Tarot, and it's coming through with this beautiful message from the Buddha Prepares. So this shows up at a time of inner preparations before action. Yeah, do you remember how it said here to breathe, relax, take your time, observe. Yeah, now it's time to take the inner preparations before actions. At this time, before you can reach outside of yourself, you must first reach inside to find your power, your purpose, and your direction. This may feel like a period of waiting. It may look like it in your external life, as some areas will appear to be at a standstill. In reality, you are taking the time required to prepare and to step into your power. Don't try to hurry the process. Be confident when the timing is right to take action. Your strength will be absolute. On the shadow side, this indicates that a period of preparing and waiting has come to an end. The time for action is now. You may be feeling hesitant or uncertain, or maybe you are moving slow and cautious. If this is true for you, you're being guided to not hold yourself back. Move with certainty and courage, as the world is ready and so are you. So Aquarius, how can you tell, how can you differentiate between the two messages here, the shadow side and the sun side of things? So it's kind of really easy. If you've been in a period of standstill and you've been for a long period of time preparing and taking the actions and doing the work, and you're seeing kind of things starting to move, to progress around you, this is kind of that proverbial spirit poking you and saying, hey, it's time to get going. If you have coming to a point where things are slowing down, that where they've been, maybe were moving before, but now they're slowing down. There's a quietness kind of settling in within you and around you as you're you going into this period of stillness. And that's how you know that the upright meaning and reading and message was for you. So that's how you differentiate between the shadow side and the regular message. All right, so somebody out there needed that distinction. Moving into the Psychic Tarot and Oracle deck, we have movement, choices, and decisions. As I said, I feel like these are all flowing and connected. I love it. So this indicates a time of movement, of significant change and choices that must be made. With hard work, great effort, and determination, you will be able to juggle all the demands in front of you. For some, this may be concerned to money, business, projects, friendships, relationships, etc. For all of you, it's going to be a little bit different. It is important for you to stay flexible and focused. It also comes in to remind you that you do not need to do it alone. Reach out for the best advice and assistance from trusted advisors at this time. In addition to financial union or partnerships may be presenting itself to you. The more you take to make these vital decisions and choices, the longer it will take before you can move forward towards your goals. The changes that are emerging aren't some random act or coincidences. They are all part of a positive and larger scheme. Note the connections with everything, and this will enable you to avoid future problems and conflicts. Oh, so that's a very interesting message in and of itself. So I feel like for, how these are all connected. So this card is reaching up to greet the shadow side of the Buddha prepares. It's kind of reaching up to say, okay, now is the time for movement, for significant change, and for choices that must be made. With hard work, a great effort, and determination, you'll be able to meet these demands that are in front of you and to change the things that need to be changed, to stay flexible, stay focused, and that you don't need to do it alone. There are energies, people, things around you there to lean on for support or assistance. Get assistance and guidance from your trusted people. And for some of you, this could also mean that, you might join a team or a partnership or a financial union of some kind to help you proceed towards your goals. But this is definitely kind of that energy reaching up to and greeting that shadow side, saying, okay, now this is where we're moving to. All right, guys. So from the Spirit Message Daily or Guidance and Oracle deck, we have vulnerability coming in with confirmation that you are seeking to tread into the unknown, unfamiliar territory where decisions are based more on intuition than rationality. Now is not the time to let fear hold you back or mistaken ideas that being vulnerable somehow equals to being weak. Do not allow others' negative conditioning persuade you. Spirit is assisting you at this time to step confidently into the space of vulnerability so that divine wisdom and clarity can flow into you. Relax and open your mind to new opportunities and allow yourself the space to identify and acknowledge your own limitations and find new ways of going around and doing things you may not have considered before. Once you let go of the fear of vulnerability, which is one of the obstacles of inner freedom, you will be able to embrace your authentic self and create a strong connection with yourself, your family, and your friends. This is truly a liberating process and a time for great healing. So I think for a majority of my beautiful Aquariuses out there, this is going to be maybe one of the most difficult task for you to complete here, because I think it would be true for many other zodiac signs as well. I think everyone kind of struggles with vulnerability in some form of it or another. So I think this is going to be probably your biggest chore on your path here to growth, to even personal growth, is kind of embracing that place of vulnerability. And there is a beautiful little touching message that comes with this that kind of states that even with what you're being asked to do, you're not immediately going to just feel vulnerable. It's going to be something that you have to choose. Very interesting words there. So now we're going to take a look into the beautiful tarot and the spirit messages and spiritual messages that are coming through with that. Now, my beautiful Aquarius, just kind of take a little disclaimer here. The traditional meanings of these cards are not really going to be so much at play here. They're going to sound a bit different. For example, we're going to look here at the Hangman because that's the first card of this. You know, we're going to start with spirit messages, but the traditional meaning is perspective, aha moments, a change in perspective, epiphany, release, let go, allowed, yield. You know, things not moving, things at a standstill, needing to see things differently. There are all just examples, a few examples of the meaning of the Hangman. But in the spiritual aspect of things, because, you know, we are on that spiritual journey, it means it is a sign that you are taking a moment to pause and reflect whether you are on the right journey. You will need to see the bigger picture and realize that you need a different approach to your spiritual path. This is a critical time as you think about the bigger questions in life, like, what is my purpose? Why am I here? What have I been brought here to do? You sense that you have a higher purpose, but are now working through it, what that could be. So, you know, this is like for a lot of you coming to the, like, we're all going different. I'm going to stop right there and say we're all going to be on different places. We're all on different journeys. We're going to arrive to different places and destinations at different times. So for some of you, this could be you needing to stop and take a moment to consider, you know, what your spiritual path and what your approach to it looks like. This could be for some of you reflecting on where you've already been. And that's exactly what you need to do in this moment. For others of you, you've already kind of did the reflecting, but now you're asking like the bigger questions, like, what is my purpose? And you need to kind of, you know, figure that out. So a lot of you are in the process of working through those bigger questions that will lead to your next step. All right, so the next message coming in is the Four of Swords. And this reminds you that no matter how demanding your situation or how strongly you feel compelled to take action, stillness and quiet are what you need the most. Reconnect with your higher self and align your energy so you can handle any challenge or issue with a clear mind. Now may be an ideal time to go on a spiritual retreat, particularly one that encourages silence, solitude, and meditation. So guys, this is telling me that some of you have been going hard on your spiritual path, doing shadow work, doing other kinds of spiritual work and rituals. And, you know, you're kind of, I'm getting like a warning light and siren kind of going off saying like danger, burnout. So you're in danger of burning yourself out. I'm also hearing depleted energy. So some of you are depleting your energy reserve. So this is kind of needing to take an actual physical rest. For others of you, this is about really, you know, you've somehow gotten disconnected. So this is needing to take time and quiet and solitude and meditation to reconnect with your energy, but also with your higher self. Some of you also may have gotten disaligned with where you're supposed to be, and so needed to this to bring yourself back into alignment. Whatever that is for you, whether you're going on a spiritual retreat or needing to just kind of spend some one-on-one quality alone time in silence and do some heavy meditating, that is the message for you. Wow. I definitely was feeling like really heavy energy in that one. All right, so the Empress is coming through as your third message. And when the Empress comes in, it's asking you to deepen your connection with the earth and honor the natural cycles. At this time, you may be drawn to paganism, Wicca, or other nature-based belief systems. You might connect with your inner self through the seasons or the lunar phases. Spend some time outside and ground your energy, as it is vital for your spiritual well-being and growth. So beautiful energy, as the Empress energy usually and always is. I definitely feeling the sense of really kind of connecting in with the earth energy And for some of you, this could be learning more about the like paganism, Wicca, other nature-based belief systems, just learning about them. Some of you, this could be, you know, exploring those systems. But for like a lot of you, I feel like this is more speaking about connecting with nature and with the earth to really kind of plug into that universal power. Definitely getting that energy, like kind of plugging in and getting grounded, but and connected in with source energy there to the all. All right, so now we come to the 8 of Pentacles. And this shows you working hard on something you have been dedicated to for a while. You see your spiritual path as a lifetime journey, which you are slowly but surely working through. This is a good sign to keep doing what you are doing and allow yourself time to focus on this area of your life. You may also want to engage in further spiritual studies. So this is just confirmation for a lot of you that this is a lifetime journey, that it's not a race. It's nothing that you can rush. It's lifelong. It's a lifelong learning process. So to take your time, this is also confirmation that you are exactly where you're supposed to be in this given moment. To watch your expectations, that no one is expecting you to be any further along or any further behind than what you are in this given moment. So you don't have to overdo it, overextend yourself, or be obsessively involved. This is definitely about maintaining your balance and maintaining your speed of development here. And for others of you, for your next step, to grant that, to get there, this may be requiring you to spend some time studying or engaging in more spiritual studies. All right, so the last message coming in is coming in from our beautiful 2 of Cups, which indicates you are in alignment with the universe and yourself. You recognize the divine or source in all beings, including yourself, and you honor this beauty in everyone. You're in the flow with universal energies and open to the love that surrounds you at this time. So this is just a beautiful, happy memory. For some of you, this could be a memory, but for others of you, not really. What I was trying to say is, for a lot of you, this is a very beautiful and loving message, but it is kind of coming in to give you validation that you are in this beautiful space and to enjoy it. Now, I feel like it kind of comes in with the 8 of coins as well, about just, you know, it slowing down and enjoying it. You are in this beautiful, beautiful hard work space. Some of you, this is a reward for all of your hard work. All right, Aquarius, that is all the messages from the tarot that I have for you. To end your reading, I'm going to pull a couple of divine door messages, just a little whimsical message to end your reading on. All right, Spirit Team, what do we have for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Look at that. And let's just get a couple more for Aquarius. What do we have? Yep, there's one. And there's another one. Thank you. All right, so we have, yes, kiss the ground, touch the sky. Your soul is set now to leap and fly. So if you've been asking a question through this entire reading, the answer to that is yes. We have change beacons. The path is shifting, the road leads anew. Do not be alarmed as change beacons today. So you got some changes. Inner power. By your own command, you brought yourself here at this moment in life. You have nothing to fear. All right, my beautiful Aquarius, that is all the time that we have and all the messages. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading as much as I have enjoyed bringing it to you. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you have not yet. Would love to have you a part of the Cancerian Soul family. Drop a message down below, simply to say hello or let me know how this reading resonated with you. I always enjoy hearing from all of my followers. I will see each and every one of you in your next reading, sending you lots of love, light, and blessings, Aquarius, on your journey forward. Namaste. Bye for now.